Hello, I am Taylor James Roth. Welcome to today's Subnautica stream. This is going to be session 13. In this session, I'll be navigating the Ghost River in the new Argonaut.00. Last time we made it there from the Degassi Deep Grand Reef location. What I'm looking for on the Ghost River is going to be a location with a giant tree. I believe it's giant cove tree, but colloquially it is known as ghost tree. So that's what I'll be referencing it as, most likely for most of the stream. So the ghost tree is a safe zone deep within the Lost River. It is one of the optimal locations to build a late game base from which deeper exploration can be launched. So, I hope everyone has had an excellent week and that you're ready to get started with our gameplay. The save file that we'll be using today was last played at 6:39 p.m. That's 18:39 local time on May 19th, 2025. We have 16 hours and 5 minutes on this save file. Currently have 3 different vehicles. The Seamoth, which is the Explorer.00 for me. We have the Cyclops, Argonaut.00, and the Prawn Suit, which is Ranger.00. So, getting the gameplay loading. Oh, I love that view of the Aurora. It'd be better if it wasn't on fire, but you know,
100 meters.
it is what it is.
Efficiency decreased.
So I hope everyone has had an excellent few weeks
Oxygen efficiency greatly
between this
decreased.
stream and the last stream, session 12.
Engine powering up.
Okay. So unless I'm mistaken, driving straight is going to be the optimal path here. And then once I get to junction, should be good. Currently, I'm not going to take time to stop and explore these sites. I have explored them before in other playthroughs, and we certainly will make our way back here. However, I didn't notice that before, but it's got a little icon in the bottom right that's telling me which way the camera is oriented. I don't know why the UI is blending behind. On the left there, this interface that I'm pointing out with the cursor, the reticule. The sound level emitting from the ship and the overall ship health. It was hiding behind the local flora and fauna. Okay, that is an alien base. I will stop and drop a beacon. Might as well take the prawn suit. Weird. I haven't seen it stall like that before. Okay. Is there anything useful that we would need here? again. I've even built a base, I think, in this area before. Or like right next to this thing. Oh, I happen to have the tablet, so. So we will do a quick detour just to explore this. Beacon first, though. And repairs. There's no beacon in here. There's no beacon in there. Why is there no beacon? Is there a beacon in here? Also, I'll need my scanning tool. Not my flashlight for now. Love that hot pink. Looks great.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Right. Brr, 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 brr. Back down. Okay. I don't know if I brought enough extra copper and titanium to spare for a beacon. Also, I don't think I brought any copper. But I know I stocked the ship based on what I figured I was going to need. So, just a real quick scan of this ancient skeleton. So I guess I will not be dropping a beacon right now for this room. But I will scan the items. It appears to be a fossil room.
Integrating new PDA data.
I love that part at the beginning where I'm like, I'm not making any stops. Immediately makes a stop. Sometimes, yeah, we need body breaks. I know, it's not potty, but there is a party of sorts called ancient artifacts to scan. Alright, I think that is everything in here. Oh, there's something. I saw it. Crab claw kelp. Apparently I cannot take a sample. Oh well. Did you see what I just saw? What I found was some nickel ore. Is that some more? That is going to be useful. See, not all stops are useless. think that's the exact amount I need too. Yeah. Forgot about that little detail. I was like, I'm just gonna park this here and use it as a beacon so that I know which way to take the ship. Isn't that great? It's like, yeah, but the water, it hurts. Sometimes docking is a little tricky. Okay. Back up. Come about left. Sorry, my nautical terms are not so great. I believe I'm on the right path now. It's a bit dark. There is a thing I can build that would give me radar. See, it was doing the bug again. Right there. The UI should not be hidden by objects not in the ship. Oh, there are my lights. Watch out, ghost rays. Coming through. Keep the light off as best I can, because it really does blind me to certain things.
Terrain scans indicate this biome contains unusually high concentrations of organic and fossilized remains.
That's a ghost leviathan, by the way. He's not going to be very friendly. Yep, I know.
Warning, fire detected. Added flagged. Emergency speed. Warning, external hull damage detected. Warning, vessel calculated. Excessive noise. Hull integrity low. Ahead slow. Creature attack. Warning, engine overheat. Engine Live file detected.
Where's the bloody fire?
Fire detected. Fire extinguished. Air scrubbers initiated.
Shit, still leaking.
Engine powering up. Rig for Cylon running.
Should be able to see the ghost tree from here. I feel like it's that way. I'm gonna save because my ship is still alive right now. Enter the prom and see if I can find the ghost tree. Oh, that was a bit of a fall.
Seek fluid intake.
Maybe it's this room that they were referencing? There it is. That's gotta be it. Okay. That was
Vital signs
super
stabilizing.
gnarly. Take another first aid kit with me, just in case. Can leave those there. Take this just in case. And the spare fire extinguisher. Okay. Now, time to return to the ship, and hopefully it is intact. Yes, I'm aware of the oxygen. I think I'll be fine. I should have jumped back into the Ranger for a moment and topped it off for sure. But so far I'm moving at a good enough clip. I seem to be... Oh, yeah. No, now's not the time to check that on the stream. But at least the Argonaut there, or sorry, the Ranger being there gives me the reference point that I need. Yeah, silent running is really tough on the batteries. brought that extra power cell. Probably should have brought like 6 extra, but it's all good. Now the crush depth on this is 900 meters as well, and the ghost tree, the bottom of it, is deeper than 900. However, I will be able to park the Argonaut up high, like 850 meters or something. Can take off the silent running now. And make sure to save. Well, have successfully made it to the ghost tree. Now the best place to build, I think, is at the back here near some thermal vents. They should be down there. There we go. Okay. We made it.
Engine powering down.
I'll leave the lights on for now. Turn back on the internal lighting. You know, it says the ship is damaged and there is some water leaking. So I'm gonna do a quick check just to make sure. I'd really rather my ship not sink. Here we go. Thing is, the water leaking in does not actually match the where the breaches are. Okay, I think that was the only hole.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I just realized I had my volume pretty low. I know everybody else should hear it just fine, but for me, I was not hearing the game as loud as I normally do. Okay.
Engine powering up. Engine powering down.
All right. So first off, let's take a moment and calm down after all that excitement. Yeah, the rest of this playthrough should now be just building the Habitat 01, so it should be considerably less exciting in terms of jump scares or things like that. One of these should be 0. I'll replace it. And drop it in here. Okay, so I believe the first thing I'll want to build is the power plants. And there's the shield generator. The thermal plants. Yeah, that'll be exterior module 1. So I need 5 titanium per plant, 2 magnetite, and 1 aerogel. So here's the 2 aerogels, the 4 magnetite, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry. Um, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'll also grab the gold, advanced wiring kit, and quartz. Two more titanium. I'll need the rubies. Did I bring rubies? I do have 2 rubies. Okay. I don't remember if I need that lead for something, so I'll leave it out for the moment. Okay. Oh, actually, I do remember how I did this last time. I will use the lead. There should be other lead around here, so it should not be a major issue if I ended up needing it. Shouldn't need all these fire extinguishers for the moment. Okay. I know it sounds like it hurts, but it's not too bad. Could be worse.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Orient them all the same way. So I can more easily see what the, well, mostly the same way. the rest of my titanium. So for right now, I'm just gonna do a plain plain multi-purpose room. Nothing fancy. The only fancy component is gonna be I don't know, a T compartment. And then an access hatch.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm gonna drop one whole reinforcement here. Let's see where that puts us. 13.1. Yeah, because I don't have an abundance of titanium at the moment. I'm gonna need to go mining for that. I don't even have the ones I need to build for the power chargers. That'll be my... I'm gonna start by building the power charger. Or... I don't have a compelling need to harvest water just yet, but that will be the second thing I build, I think, for sure. Because the thing is, I'm going to have plenty of power in this base, so it's really not going to be an issue. But right now, the resources are the issue. So, let's build a locker. Not enough titanium even for that. See, that's a problem. A problem I will rectify as soon as possible.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
What did I need for them? Copper wire, aerogel. Okay, so I should keep the copper wire on me and the aerogel. At least. Probably some lithium. So I can do the reinforcements. Other than that, I'm just gonna grab this empty battery or power cell. Check the other ones up here on the ship. Rotate out the lowest two. Okay, these are all depleted. So that one's 100, 89, 100. Okay, so anything that's not 100 right now, I will go ahead and just drop off in the base for charging. At least two of them will be 100% by the time I get back from the mining expedition. See how it's like not even dipping into the power to recharge those? That's how good two thermal plants are. When I really get going, I'll probably drop a third and fourth. Okay. Yeah, good on food for the moment. So let's go over to the Ranger. Did I save? I feel like I just saved. The new Davis boy, 5557. Hello. Hello to you. Right. Why is it asking me to join Twitch? It's so dumb. Like, think about it. I'm using the built-in chat from my broadcasting software that's already broadcasting to Twitch, and yet the app wants me to log in to my Twitch account in order for me to reply to my own chat. Sorry it took me so long to answer you. Hopefully you're not a bot. If you are, well, go do bot things that are useful for the human race and, you know, just useful for the all. How about that? Ideally useful for the human race too. Alright. At least it's not giving me a weird message anymore on, so I guess that's what I need to do with String Chat. I need to log in, and then it doesn't spam me with the welcome to the chat room. At least it hasn't yet. Haven't had many interactions with chat yet, so this is kind of a, hey, why are you trying to fight my thing? Hey!
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If you want to have a fight, I have a drilling arm ready to fight you. You tell your buddies, stay away from my prawn suit. Got a whole bunch of titanium here. And the nickel ore. Okay. Are they just eating other fish? What are they doing? I really need to build like the repulsion cannon, because the other one's just not strong enough. But the repulsion cannon, it will like launch shit. Sorry. Launch objects or things or whatever is in my way away from me at very high velocity. It doesn't really care what your kinetic mass is. It's bye bye. Let's check on these power cores because all the lights are on, so I'm curious. I don't think. Yeah, we're good. Inventory is full. But I have the titanium I need to now build the things that I need. Almost built the coffee machine just now instead of the water machine. Almost. Lockers. I guess since I didn't think to bring in any quartz from the ship, I'll just go with these. And do a big dump. Get my things out of the ship before anything bad should happen to it. Still don't have the power charger plans, so for the battery charger, like,
Welcome aboard,
I'm
Captain.
gonna have to look for that, I think, in the next playthrough, next session. Okay. Gonna try to keep these somewhat separated. Get a grow bed started soon. the external. Don't know if it's gonna be too hot here. Yeah, I'd prefer to find some more lead first and come out a little bit from the heat and then build the grow beds.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But I'm gonna need the grow
All
beds
systems online.
for mushrooms to be able to make batteries, since I don't have a battery charger yet. So I'll leave those in there for the moment. Take this. These should be empty. Okay. Actually, I'll take the fabricator too. Build a new one when I have plenty of other resources. That one's going in the base for now, because better to use base power than ship power when I don't have the ability to recharge the ship directly by parking it over a heat source. That is an upgrade available. I just haven't built it yet. I think gold is used in the fabricator, unless I'm mistaken, and titanium. Okay, put the fabricator here. See, with the water filtration machine plus batteries recharging, it is draining a little bit of the battery. Okay. I don't need so many fire extinguishers on me. I thought I left them in the ship. I can leave the ion batteries there too for now. The ion cubes. Alright. Let's get some food. Maybe this graphic would have told me where the leaks were in the ship if I had bothered to look at it when it was leaking. Hopefully it never leaks again. So I won't need to know that information. So the main resources I'll need right now is titanium. I do need to build the upgrade to dive deeper for the prawn suit. I don't know if I already have that or not. I feel like I do. Valves depth module Mark II. Prawn suit depth module Mark 1. Oh, did I already have it booked? Maybe nickel and plasteel ingot? Or a nickel, a plasteel ingot, and 2 rubies. Yeah, I only have 1 storage unit on there, so I'll definitely be able to build more. But there are usually some titanium outcroppings behind the behind where the base is. But I won't be able to get there yet without the upgrade. So that upgrade, I have the nickel. I think I need 1 more ruby, and then I'll need what's needed for a plasteel ingot again. I think it's just lithium and a titanium ingot, which I do have a titanium ingot, so I think I just need the rubies, which those may actually be near the thermal vents that I have near the base. I can find those manually. There's some right over here, I can see them. Table coral would not be an issue down here. Plenty of it. Let's grab these rubies. Also, quartz is very abundant as well. I think that's a titanium node. I saw it. I saw it. This thing here. Oh, that's lead. But that'll be super useful. They look similar from a distance. They're both very, very dark. Or absolute latest I'll go tonight is 10 o'clock because I need time to upload it before midnight and do the chapters. So, but 9:30 would be a more ideal cutoff. I think I'll be able to build the beacon. Pretty sure I found copper. Yep. take just a little bit of this silver. I really need it right now. Do you have a death wish? Anyway, it'll be useful for later. When in doubt, drill baby drill. Just kidding, but like within the context of the game. Ooh, diamonds. There is titanium. Right there. Lava. More lead. Well, I was looking for titanium. You know, you can... I don't want to call people bots, but I feel like I can always spot the bots because the first thing they say is, "Hi, how are you?" Sorry, Julie Johnson, if you are a bot. Hello. I am good. Are you a bot? Yeah, I was only 2 minutes behind that time. Eventually I'm going to get to real time and then maybe it'll actually be a person. We'll see. We will see. I enjoy these streams. Storage has no room for these items. What? Why would you do that, storage? Why you have no room? Titanium important. Titanium very important. Owie.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Trying to make sure I finish off this node. Otherwise it might not regrow at some point. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. Get time to go to the base. Got too much stuff. And I'm gonna have to ferry it because I cannot even get to the base with my dive suit yet. My prawn suit does not go that deep. I'm gonna do a quick repair job on it. Just because I want it to be intact when I come back. So overall the stream is going as I expected. It took, the ghost streak was a little further than I expected, and running into that Ghost Reaper was mostly expected, but not so much fun. So, but it could have been a lot worse. My ship could have sank. I don't know, I haven't patched so many holes in that ship ever and had it live. And not to mention putting out the fire at the end. I just, man, that was intense. Just freeing up inventory space. Okay, so for the depth module, I need the nickel ore. I think it was some rubies. 3 rubies? 2 rubies? And a plasteel ingot, which is this, plus 2 lithium, I think. Did not take long. Alright. Let's go drop off the batteries in the ship. The power cores.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
So I do have the Mark 1 depth module for the Cyclops. So I do not need to make another. Though I will need to pull that one out in order to make the second one. Run out of titanium. All right. Maybe I was out of batteries for a moment, but no. Okay. To build the prawn suit depth module, I need a moon pool, which is going to require more plasteel ingots. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can take the things out of this. And just drop these here for now. Actually, I don't know, for the moon pool, I'm not sure if I need a titanium ingot, or the plasteel ingot. I think I just need titanium ingots, now that I think about it. That's why I said thinking so many times there. Big brain, please. So I'll need to build this. So a computer chip for that, titanium 3 and a copper wire. And then 2 ingots, lubricant, and lead. I know I can for sure build at least 1 ingot. I'll need the lubricant plus the titanium ingot. 2 of them. And 2 lead, which I do have right now. Right, just gonna build a beacon. I'll deploy that before the end of the stream. The nice thing is, since the ghost tree, it's not going anywhere, I can find it again easily enough if I need to, if for some reason my ship isn't there later on. So rubies.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If I hadn't been quite so reckless, I could have easily gotten more titanium up top. And then come down, but it's fine. It is totally fine. Silver, silver and gold, silver and gold. Copper. You're valuable enough. I can spare a little. Should really grab that. Well, I can't build the storage unit till I build the moon pool anyway. Now I could, you know, take the prawn suit back up to the surface. It wouldn't take me too long to go, but I really don't want to go back up. I know probably all the resources I need or could want are already in my base. is good enough for now. Bug. Okay. Pull the copper out to have more storage. I'm checking down in these pools for titanium because sometimes it does appear down here, I think, so might be. Ooh. Yeah, I was like, is that gonna go to 900? I think this is that gold? Yeah, that's gold. Plenty of silver. The prawn suit is just fun to navigate into, so not gonna complain. Oh yeah, this area is intense.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
Yeah. This is the primary containment facility. This is a very
Detecting an
fun
alien
zone.
broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
Yep. Well, I'm not going in there today. I don't need to be overly concerned. But I don't think whatever was in there is still in there. But you guys can have fun looking. I'm very serious, we're not going in there. Is that titanium? Yes, yes it is. Exactly what I was looking for. If I find one more titanium node, it would be worth it. But with me ferrying all the components back and forth and not absolutely needing it right now, I'd say the best move would be to proceed back towards the base, take the titanium that I got, which is what I needed, build the expansion module, which will require building the moon pool. So I'm going to leave everything here that would get in the way of me taking as much titanium as possible. And then I'll take spares. Go ahead and drink this water. And grab one more copper. I guess I could. How are the power cells here? 69%, 69%. Let's swap one of them out. Actually take the other one too. Yeah, I'll put the beacon there. Probably don't need the propulsion cannon at the moment, so you can hang on to that. And if it gets wrecked, screw it. I shouldn't be gone too long. I need to eat some food here soon. As I said, the farthest I plan to go tonight is 10 o'clock, which is 18 minutes from now. I think I should be able to build out the moon pool and get the upgrade for the prawn suit, bring it over and dock it at the moon pool before closing out today's, I almost said playtest, but that's not the right word. Finish this too. Check on the grow bed. Alright. Yeah.
Calorie intake recommended.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's the sound of more water. Okay. Got my titanium ingots. So I can build my moon pool. Grab some of the lead in here. What I'm building right now is a platform underneath the moon pool. able to jump up to the moon pool when attempting docking. Something like that. Oh. Apparently I need some lead for the moon pool. Forgot I only packed enough lead for the platform. Fortunately, I've got some in stock, so not an issue. Titanium, I need 3, computer chip, and copper wire. I'll just go ahead and make some copper wire. I know I had some in there, but I have so much copper at the moment. Definitely going to be using copper wire at some point. The lack of titanium is an issue though, so I'll take out this second grow bed for the moment so that I have enough. I'm not sure which direction it's gonna dock yet, but usually how I place these is whichever way the dock.
Emergency. Starvation imminent.
Don't worry about it. I got food on the ship.
Immediately.
Whichever way the dock happens to face, so the docked vehicle, whichever way it's oriented towards, should have the panel in front of it to make the things. Depth module, ingot, nickel ore, and ruby. I'll go eat.
Welcome aboard.
12 minutes.
Captain. All systems online.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, I need to grab the nickel. The rubies. And the titanium ingot. And the plasteel ingot. Where did I put that nickel ore? Okay. I haven't connected these two yet because titanium. If I had more titanium, I'd build the another storage unit for the thing right now, but I'm not gonna concern myself with that at the moment. Don't need a power cell charger anymore. Storage module, still a thing. Ground suit module, Mark 1, no longer needed. Plasteel ingots, can unpin those. Not as high priority now. It's just titanium and 2 lithium. Alright, I think is that the Cyclops depth module? Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and go give the bronze suit its upgrade. That should bring it to like 1100, maybe 1300 for the depth. And that way I can at least bring it over to the base and dock it. It'll recharge, so I don't have to ferry batteries or power cores anymore. Power cell, I guess is the appropriate in-game name term.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Need to access the upgrades and apply it. Crushed up 1300. Okay. I didn't pay attention to how deep this goes, but hopefully not to 1300. I think 1300 is like an active lava zone. So now that I can drop down. By the way, these brine pools, they don't hurt you. This one's the blue. The blue is safe. I can swim in it all day. No issues. Green, bad. Green, hurt. I think there's usually some magnetite around here too. There's some lithium. So next session is going to involve building out more things, including a scanning room, so that I can not waste time looking for resources, especially because I can leave the scanner on, being in a safe zone, plus having plenty of power. I was right, there was some magnetite there. Some more nickel ore. More magnetite. Just kind of freehand collecting a few of the resources that I know I'll be needing more of as I prepare to wrap up this stream for today. These ones are uranite. Did I say that right? Uranite crystals, which I don't have a need for at the moment. The only thing that those build is radiation rods. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But it's for the nuclear reactor, like fusion rods. And I really don't have a need for that at the moment, nor do I have the appropriate blueprints to finish it. This is titanium. So this may be the last thing I mine before going to dock. I'll check on the grow bed. After that, it'll be a pretty quick sign off. I'm very tired. It was quite the day to get here, as you notice. I don't normally broadcast this late. I prefer to do my broadcasts in the afternoon, starting around 3 in the afternoon here and ending up around maybe 6 if I'm going to go that long. The fact that I'm broadcasting this late in the day means my grids took way too damn long. And I also did a gym workout today and got stuck in traffic a bunch. So, that was fun. I also went to one of my favorite food restaurants and found that they replaced it with basically like a rebranding, and it was lame. No offense intended, but yeah, it was lame. I chose to go somewhere else to eat because they were very busy, and I didn't like the vibe. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. Let's get some of these deep shrooms.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So that's how it's gonna be, huh? I had a feeling. It's like plugging in a USB. Plugging in a USB stick. It takes 3 different times to get it. I don't know why. 3 times. There's only 2 directions that it could go, but somehow it takes 3 times sometimes. Alright, there's that. Got some deep shroom here. Some regular shrimmage. And some gel sacks. And you know what? Oh, I won't eat it. I was almost like, I'll eat it. I'll eat it. And then I have. Dang it. So the next playtest. Come on. I'm fairly certain I need 2 plasteel ingots, which means 2 titanium ingots. Okay. That is it for today's stream. Managed to make one of the plasteel ingots I need right here for this thing, the large room. I'm gonna go ahead and pen that just as a reminder that I do need to build that for next next session. Okay. Let's head back to the main menu. And switch it over to the stream ending. Alright everyone, I hope you had fun today for session 13 with Subnautica. Accomplished quite a bit. Brought the Argonaut down through the Lost River, found the ghost tree, began the build out of the base. I did not deploy the beacon yet as I intended to. So Habitat.01 will be officially commissioned in session 14. I did put the beacon in the prawn suit, and I would have probably parked the beacon, but I took that extra time to go grab some magnetite and stuff in the room. Just enjoying the fact that I had upgraded my Seamoth and could actually dive that deep. Not Seamoth, Ranger, my prawn suit. So got a prawn suit upgrade, have the startings of my end game base, and pretty much everything I need to really get going next stream. The biggest limitation was being unable to get the prawn suit all the way to the base, so that was causing a lot of time for unloading resources. So with that choke point resolved, should be less of an issue. One thing that I had done with some of the other streams that I have forgotten with the last few streams for whatever reason is that end of stream meditation with my viewers, and I would like to do that today. So I think I'll go for about 3 minutes here. I'll say a few words once I come out of the meditation, but it shouldn't be lengthy. So let's just relax and take a moment and appreciate this moment that we are here. I'm leaving the music going for now because it's helping me. I'll just focus on listening to that. Kind of tapping into the excitement I feel when I start or I'm getting ready to start a stream. That feeling of having finished everything in the day that needed to be done, and being able to actually devote some time to actively creating something that is in line with my vision of where I want to take myself into the future. I'm very appreciative to have so many videos of me in this series. It will be quite the accomplishment to finish an entire video game on stream from start to finish, especially one as difficult as Subnautica. It's a game I've owned for 3 or 4 years now, and I have yet to actually beat it. I got close, but I didn't leave the planet with my last stream, or my last my playthrough, not this one on the stream, but my off-camera playthrough. So it's gonna be an emotional moment, I think, when I actually finish the game, and it'll also mean it's time to move on. I do look forward to eventually visiting Subnautica Below Zero when I have it one of these days, but I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna go to after I finish this. I still have, I think, a good 2 or 3 sessions. it's so important to give ourselves goals, and to achieve those goals, to do what we say that we are going to do, if we take the time to even say that we're going to do it, especially if we take the time to say that we're going to do it. It's important to keep promises, to make sure that our soul stream is one of integrity, and that the structure that we build will sustain us and whatever other aspects eventually connect into that stream. Remember that you are both the house where your soul resides, and you are within the house of where your soul resides. Alright, it's emotional for me. Meditating isn't always like that, but sometimes it does happen. And it's a good thing. It's release. So with that, I hope you all know just how much I care about you, how much I want each and every one of you to enjoy your existence. Please honor and respect each other and ourselves. Be the kind of being that you want to look up to, and that you would ideally want others to look up to as well. Take care of yourselves. God bless. Have a good day. Good night. Wherever it is, whatever time, whatever day, whatever weather. Okay, bye. Go with God.